Hello, you're very welcome to the Irish Independence League of Ireland review video, joined tonight by Dan McDonnell live from Richmond Park. I'm here at Daily Mount where Bow secured a big win over Waterford. And Dan, I suppose a lot of talking points out of tonight as usual, but just in the race for Europe, obviously the first Friday night in nearly 3 months, we've had 5 Premier Division games, and out of those 5 there were 4 draws and just 1 win. And I suppose literally and in the grand scheme of things, Bows were the big winners tonight.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, obviously, every team scored tonight. It was great drama, like just watching the as it stands table. And we will sort of miss these Friday nights. It's a shame that we lose them as the season goes on. Like, I know it's a product of European success and the cup and also the congested season, but it was like just the sort of the movements in the league table. As we said, like 4-1 all draws. Some will feel better than others. I mean, you have the Cork City equaliser late in the day, Pat Galway here, late drama. But yeah, I don't know. Bows don't play on Monday. Bows and Derry don't play on Monday. So there was almost that sense that they just had to get the 3 points from tonight to give themselves a bit of breathing space. So I'm guessing there was a bit of relief there full time, Seán.
Yeah, like Daily Man are up to that full time. And I think that was a real reflection of the fact that like everyone knows what's on the line these next couple of weeks. Just 5 games to go. Obviously 4 years since they were in Europe. It'll be 5 obviously next summer, and everyone around here is just desperate to get back to that stage. And for large spells this evening, like it must be said, but Bows were really below par the first half, really didn't come out strongly. Waterford all over them first 25 minutes really. Stroke of luck, Stephen McMullen, absolute howler. I think we've all seen it by now. Stroke of luck comes Bows' way. 1-1 just for half time. You're thinking, will it just be another one of those really frustrating nights for Bows? And I suppose when it matters, Archie Meekson took his chance when it really mattered, was ruthless in front of goal. And I suppose at this stage of the season, with what's on the line, the significance of the gap they have now on Pats and Shells, like it's all about the result, and they sure got it tonight.
Yeah, look, it's a dream night for them because they'll come into the dressing room and they'll see that Derry finished in a draw, which is probably the preference. Maybe in some ways they don't mind if Bows and Derry sort of streak away, but then Pat's particularly dropping points here. I mean, this was a really enjoyable game actually. Just in terms of the intensity around it, you kind of wonder, 2 teams were playing each other after playing in the cup. Could it be flat in some ways? But had a good energy about it. 2 points dropped for Pats, although Galway will have their frustrations as well. There was a Patrick Hickey sort of goal disallowed towards the end. There was a red card for David Hurley, who scored. Second time in a week he got an equaliser here. This time there's no extra time to ruin the moment. But for Hurley to get a red card for a tackle on Levy, it was brilliant. Like Levy, really just like dribbling all over the place, just can't score. Like, so that end product is lacking, but he got taken out at the end. But yeah, I mean, for Pats, I think there was that sense of have to win this game. Like, it feels like 2 points dropped for them. Galway have their own mission, and the relegation playoff is also there with the other results. But in the context of Bows and Europe, it's a dream night for them.
And I suppose just moving on to Derry Shelbourne, obviously repeat of that magnificent final night game last year when Shells won the league. But I suppose, being at Daily Mount here, Derry were here 7 days ago, coming out the right side of a mad 4-3 game, and the opportunity was there to back that up against Shells, put a little bit of distance on themselves and Bows, and would be 2 points dropped from their point of view and probably point gain for Shells.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. I think Shells will probably be targeting that as a game to win. Like, I think Derry are happy to keep the distance and not have. Of course they want to win at home, right? But I think Shells have a bit of catching up to do, and trying to keep an eye on that game. I mean, there seem to be moments at either end. I mean, Sam Todman, a brilliant goal save and block up 1-0. Really good team goal from Shells for the equaliser. And I don't know, it seemed like that game could have swung in either direction. But I still think Derry won't be too unhappy. They've got a nice bit of a cushion there. And I think the real disaster for them would have been losing that game. I think obviously the teams in 4th and 5th and 6th, they need to be winning games at the moment. The 2nd and 3rd have a little bit of a cushion, because obviously for Shells, with fixtures, things are going to get a little bit trickier across October.
And Dan, there was mad drama down at Turner's Cross, a 91st minute equaliser for Cork City against Shamrock Rovers. I suppose at this stage, with just a couple of games to go, Cork City, it's unlikely they'll catch up with Sligo Rovers ahead of them, and on the other hand, it's unlikely teams will catch Shamrock Rovers with their lead. But I suppose that'll breed a bit of good confidence for Cork City coming into the Cup semi-final as well.
Yeah, look, I mean, Rovers just want to get the league done quickly, so it probably takes the pressure off them in October. So they'll be pretty irate. And when I see they had some litany of comical first half misses in front of the shed, I mean, there is sometimes a little bit of a magic around Turner's Cross. It's hard to explain. It feels like I've seen that goal before. There's a couple of times in recent years where Cork City have got late goals against Rovers at that end in games where maybe it's been an unlikely result, even in relegation seasons. And a great shot from Dara Crowley, great moment. And I suppose, from Cork City's point of view, it probably is still too little, too late, but they are showing a bit of resilience, and they'll take something from that.
And then just the other draw of the night, Sligo Rovers 1, Drogheda United 1. That keeps Drogheda United thereabouts, which is a couple of games to go, tied. You've Shelbourne, St. Pat's and Drogheda all on 43 points.
Yeah, it's just goal difference. And obviously we've Drogheda Shells on Monday, which is a proper big match as well. So it's great. Like, there's all big games everywhere. I think for Sligo Rovers, they just needed to steady the ship after the Kerry nightmare. I mean, they went ahead, so they'll be annoyed, to be 1-0 up at home and not see it out. Because that battle at the bottom, I suppose in some ways you could say that Sligo Rovers and Galway have gained a point on Waterford and dragged them back into it. So Waterford play Shamrock Rovers on Monday and away to Shells on Friday. So that's a difficult week. So we've obviously got Galway Sligo Rovers on Monday as well. So great sets of fixtures, which will this time next week after next Friday's fixtures we'll have a good handle on the league table situation for sure.
Dan, great stuff. Thanks for that. From here at Aylmer Park and from Richmond Park, that's all from us. You can follow all the latest League of Ireland reaction across this weekend with the Irish Independent.